Do you have a compulsive voice inside your head that continuously bothers you in your life? For example, sometimes it says in the first person, I didn't do well. Why am such a failure? Other times this voice is in the second person like, you spoilt it. Why you're such a mess? Then there is this third person talking inside your head. Oh yeah, bad things always happen to this guy. He attracts the lousy situation like a magnet attracts iron. It's like having a conversation with yourself. Continuously, this voice in your head. Now, human thinking has evolved over time, and now we often find ourselves trapped in a cycle of obsessive and compulsive thoughts. This unnecessary thinking creates problems that aren't real. And a common example is lying in bed, unable to sleep, worrying about things that might never happen. This mental activity leads to unhappiness. Yet many are unaware that a significant part of their unhappiness arises from this negative and destructive thinking. To understand mindfulness and how to become conscious, we must first recognize the constant inner voice that comments on our lives and surroundings. This inner chatter is something we all experience. This awakening is a simple and fundamental discovery. It's about acknowledging that inner voice, even while it's mostly silent. To illustrate, consider externalizing that voice by speaking out loud what you hear in your head. For instance, you might say, my wife annoys me too much, or my husband annoys me too much, or my children are noisy and demanding. If this inner voice were expressed aloud, it might be seen as insanity. If you speak out loud like this, people will take you to asylum. Any inner voice, imagine if you're speaking out loud. Just externalize that voice and imagine yourself speaking out loud. People will understand you as insane. However, most people experience this internal dialogue and it's considered normal. The distinction between speaking these thoughts aloud and keeping them within is not substantial. It's like listening to someone muttering on the street. Oh my God, what happens? I can't. No, it's not happening to me. There's no difference between a person muttering loud in the street and us, because we are speaking inside our head and that guy speaking loud. That's the only difference. True or not? Now here is this key insight. Your body cannot differentiate between real events and what your mind suggests. So when you entertain fearful thoughts, your body reacts as if it's a genuine threat. Emotions follow suit, and your body experiences fear, anxiety, and agitation. This prolonged negative thinking can harm your health, weakening your body's ability to combat diseases. Mainstream medicine is increasingly recognizing the connection between your mental state and your physical well-being. Although previously, medicine primarily focused on specific physical symptoms, neglecting the holistic view of a person that includes the mind, and the body. Therefore, it's crucial to first become aware of this unconscious inner dialogue in your head by being conscious and aware. For many people, this inner talk isn't always negative, but for many, negative thoughts outnumber the positive thoughts always. Positive experiences are often fleeting in our thoughts, while negative events tend to fuel extended periods of useless mental activity. Many people find themselves predominantly engaged in negative mental patterns. Your predominant mental and emotional state influences the people you associate with, your surroundings, and the events you attract. If negativity prevails in your thoughts, you tend to draw negative experiences because you vibrate at low frequency when thoughts are negative in your mind. It's easier to notice repetitive thought patterns in others, particularly during family gatherings like Thanksgiving. You may already predict what certain family members will say because they have been repeating the same things for years. Now, detecting these patterns in yourself is more challenging, which is why self-knowledge is often considered the most difficult knowledge to attain. You can develop an observing presence once you become aware of these recurring thoughts. Here, this presence doesn't involve thinking, but rather the ability to recognize the ongoing inner voice in your head. By stepping back from your thoughts, you can identify repetitive patterns and understand that many of these thoughts are not only unnecessary but also detrimental to your well-being, such as excessive worry. In essence, many people live with cluttered minds filled with constant judgments and opinions about everything they encounter. This is where the ego comes into play, attaching your identity to your thoughts and creating mental chaos. To have freedom from inner voice, it's very simple. Just surrender your mind to being. It simply means while being active in the world, keep your attention inside your inner chest. And while doing meditation, transcend your outer body, mind, even inner chest and inner body. Transcend all of it. While doing meditation, transcend the past and future. So you are not a human, but pure being. Because human exists in past and future. Being is present. Become an inner spaciousness during meditation that is no body, no thing, nobody, nothing. So if you often feel like you don't have enough in life, your initial response might be to work hard and achieve as much as possible. But that is not the right approach. It's not the right way to live. True fulfillment and peace come from realizing who you are beyond your thoughts and emotions. You are not the thoughts and emotions, but you are awareness behind them. This is where this practice of spirituality and self-realization becomes essential. Focus on the realization of inner being, and only there can you go beyond the state of lack which is rooted in the ego. Look within and discover who or what you are beyond the person you think you are. You are an eternal life. You are an awareness that is occupying this mind-body instrument for a very short time. Realize this truth and always remember this truth. Thank you so much. Thank you.